Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Versatility Podcast. For today's episode, I am at my grandma's, so the scenery is different. But I gotta bring an episode throughout the week. Baseball is back. Opening day is today. The NBA season is coming to a close in a couple weeks. The NBA playoffs are coming in. The Sweet 16 for the men's begins today. And I'll be making my predictions before the games that start at 7 o'clock. So I got to get that shit going. The UFL kicks off this Saturday. So sports, pandemonium, music. I'm going to be reviewing some albums. This might be a little bit longer of an episode, but I'm going to see if I could really kind of put it not too squished out a bit. Just get straight to it. Let's just get straight to it. Fuck it, y'all. Again, let's start off with where we usually start off with the NBA standings, because now the standings have looked a little bit different, especially in the Western Conference. Like we know in the West, it's pandemonium. It's looking pretty interesting in the you know throughout the whole Eastern. I mean, specifically Western Conference. Okay, not much has changed in the East. Celtics are number one, Bucks, Knicks, Cavs, etc., etc. In the West, we got the Nuggets number one now, Minnesota, and we got OKC tied for second right now. We got the Clippers, they've fallen back behind. The Clippers have been on quite a road bump this past they've lost 6 out of the last 10 games. They have not been really shooting the ball very well. They have a couple key players injured, including Russell Westbrook. The Clippers need to step it up. Things are not looking amazing right now for them. So yeah, they're gonna have to clean things up before the postseason begins. Pelicans are cooking up right now. The Mavericks are looking really good. They're on a 5-game winning streak. They're 9? They've won 9 out of the last 10 games. The Suns, they look decent, but I don't know. They might, the Lakers are coming out of their tail right now. They're on a 5-game winning streak. The Warriors have kind of, I don't know, man. They're on the verge of getting eliminated and being out of the play-in tournament right now. But the Kings, Suns, I think they're comfortable where they're at, but they want to push to be higher seeds, so they don't even have to worry about the play-in tournament. While I feel like the Lakers and Warriors are kind of locked in already for the play-in. Even the Lakers are not too far off. But here we go with the team that has been really heating things up with the Houston Rockets. They're 37-35, and they've been on a 10-game winning streak, and they're 1 game behind the Warriors for the last play-in spot. If the Warriors get bounced out of, the play-in tournament and Houston continues to thrive, I mean, this is going to be huge for the standings. I mean, the Lakers, they got to keep winning. The Warriors have to keep winning because the Rockets are right on their fucking tail. The Jazz, I mean, they're out of it. I mean, they're on a 7-game losing streak. Yeah, we're not going to worry about these teams here. Starting from Houston Rockets, from the 11 seed, this is really what we're going to be looking at right now, because we know these 4 teams are out of it completely. But man, I think the Rockets making a push right now. Jalen Green has been playing some of his best basketball ever. And Dylan Brooks has been pretty good as well. I mean, they've Segun. I mean, all these young guys, man. This Houston Rockets team is super young, well developed. They have a lot of good players, man, and they're looking really good right now. And again, the Warriors, they're really just be too reliant on Steph Curry, Draymond Green. Klay Thompson is finally back on the starting lineup. And he has actually been, he's been pretty good. But things just need to kind of change for Golden State, the dynamic. Yesterday was a pretty big win for them against, I believe, the Magic, because Draymond got injected once again early in the game. Eventually, Steph Curry knocked down. How many points did he put up? He had 17 points. Not the best game for Steph, but definitely had a solid game over there. But things are heating up right now. I mean, the Celtics are still the only team who have officially clinched a playoff spot at the moment. But I mean, we still got a couple weeks left. Like what, a little less than 3 weeks left for the regular season to wrap up. Honestly, wait, no, we have like 2 weeks pretty much, because I think the season wraps up when April 14th. Yes, April 14th is the last Yeah, it's the last day of the regular season, so we're just a little under 3 weeks. So yeah, there's only two games today: Celtics, Hawks, Bucks, Pelicans. I'm not gonna be watching them because we got Sweet 16 action going on. But yeah, let's go. That's what's going on right now in the MLB standings at the moment. Now, MLS standings. Not much going on right now here in the MLS standings, but as you can see here, Cincinnati, Miami, New York, Columbus, Toronto, Montreal, Charlotte, Atlanta, Philadelphia, they're the top 9 teams. DC, I mean, whatever. Like this is just this is the first time me looking at the standings this season. I mean, the season just started like a month ago, so we got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. So that's MLS right there. Let's talk about the UFL. It kicks off this Saturday. So let me just take a look at the schedule and officially claim my team because I will be claiming a new team for the UFL season. Yeah, this is 10 weeks, 10 games, and I got to pick which team am I going to be supporting all season long. So the standings again, let's look at it. So the XFL conference, we got the Battlehawks, we got the Brahmas, we got the Defenders, we got the Renegades who won the XFL championship last year. And then the USFL conference, we got Birmingham, who also won it, Memphis, Michigan, and Houston. Now the team I watched more XFL. I know a little bit more than the XFL than I do the USFL, to be quite honest. So I think I'm going to be rooting for either the Defenders or St. Louis. I really do like the Defenders a lot. I mean, I by default I had to support the Guardians, the Orlando Guardians, because they were the only Florida team. But since there are no Florida teams for this, season, I'm gonna have to go with either DC or St. Louis. I mean, I've been to DC. It's a nice city. It's the nation's capital. Do I have to become a Defenders fan? Or do I become a Battlehawks fan? I kind of like the logo a little bit more. I don't know. Basically, you know what? Give me the Battlehawks. I will be officially a Battlehawks fan. So that's gonna be my team. I'm gonna be supporting the Battlehawks of St. Louis. Their first game is on Saturday, I believe. Yes, Saturday against Michigan Panthers. So let's go St. Louis. The first games here. So this is the first. Why is it like this? No, can we go week by week, or was it week by week? Go week by full schedule. No, but like I want week by week. Okay, there we go. So we got the Stallions versus the Renegades, the Battlehawks versus the Panthers. These are the first two games on Saturday, and then on Sunday we got the Defenders versus the Brahmas, Showboats, and Roughnecks. So week one, what do I got winning? Week one, give me the Renegades, give me the Battlehawks, give me the Defenders, and give me the Showboats. I gotta pick. A USFL team. Fuck it. So the XFL conference wins 3 out of 4 games this year, or this week. Excuse me. So yeah, I believe the Brahmas are gonna lose. The Panthers are gonna lose. The Stallions are gonna lose, and the I mean, this is basically these are the two best teams here: Birmingham Stallions and Arlington. These are the two teams that won their respective conferences last season. So fuck it, we'll see. This one should be a good game. But I got the Renegades, Battlehawks, Defenders, and the Showboats. Um, so yeah, that is that. My championship, I'm gonna go Battlehawks. I'm gonna think the Battlehawks are gonna be the best team in the XFL conference, and then the UFL conference, the USFL, excuse me. I'm gonna pick the. I'm gonna pick the Roughnecks. Why not? Wait, no, no, not the Roughnecks. Yes, you know what? Fuck it. Uh, St. Louis versus Houston. St. Louis versus Houston. That is gonna be my championship for the end of the season. So in playoff time, UFL championship will be June 16th. It will actually be in St. Louis. I do believe the St. Louis Brahmas will win the UFL championship in St. Louis. Okay, that's interesting. Against the Houston Roughnecks. That's my UFL predictions. Fuck it, why not? Let's just get rid of that shit right there, then and there. So we got that out the way. We got the UFL out the way. Okay, let's talk about. Oh yeah, the Australian Grand Prix for Formula One. I didn't watch the race, but Verstappen did not win the race. So that was interesting that the one race I did not watch because it was at midnight and I took, I knocked the fuck out. Um, Complete chaos happened because he ended up being not disqualified, but disqualified from the race, not disqualified, kicked out of the race because of problems. DNF with the vehicle. So then eventually Carlos Sainz won the race. So that was, a big W for him. And then, that's the first L for Verstappen and for Red Bull, Team Red Bull this year. And then the next race, we got the Japanese Grand Prix. That's going to be next Sunday. That's going to be at 1 in the morning. See if I stay up for that. This one in China is going to be at 3 in the morning. Oh, if I even bother staying up, we'll see. Will I bother stay up? Who knows? We will get to see that. Okay, let's talk about the new hip the new hip drop tackle rule now in place with the NFL that the owners have officially approved the ban for the hip drop tackle, um, which was a specific design tackle to tackle, put somebody down, get that man on the ground, get the sack, force a fumble, put that man on the ground, do what football players on the defensive side need to do. This rule has been pretty controversial because obviously everybody and their mothers can see that this is really just turning into flag football a little bit. I mean, at this point, if you can't tackle a player for certain, reasons, then what's really the main purpose behind it? Now, most likely or not, this is one the reason why the NFL officially banned this hip drop tackle tactic was pretty much because it was going to benefit the offense a little bit more, less hits. I believe the punishment now that if you do still tackle with this if you still do a hip drop tackle in the NFL, you get a penalty, and I believe it's a 15-yard penalty, so that's an automatic first down. That obviously heavies in on the offense. It kind of screws the defense a lot more, and the defenders are just very limited to what they're now. They've lost now a pretty big way to pretty much sack the quarterback. Not really, not even just sacking the quarterback, just basically tackling, a receiver that's open, trying to get him out of separation. A running back, I mean, because you got to get through his legs. You know what I mean? At this point, you can't just carry. If you're fucking trying to truck Derrick Henry, you got to get his legs. You can't just fucking truck the man. He will truck you. You know, so it just makes it harder for the defenders to catch on to, and this just makes the offense, more fluid, but also just, they want more points. They want more first downs. They want, to push the ball a little bit down the field a little bit more, even if it's, something like this. And a lot of defenders are going to get called for penalties like this. There's going to be so many automatic first downs because of this fucking tackle that was, that's been officially banned now. I think it's kind of dumb, because it just again, it doesn't benefit the defense. It just benefits the offense. I guess if you love offense only in the NFL, then I guess that's all you're really excited for. Pretty much, you don't watch football for defensive plays as well. Kind of looking at the whole balance of the game. Look, offense is exciting. Offense is what sells. That is what the NFL is made up for. This is what they want, right? And it's all about money. Even though their main excuse, or not their excuse, but their main reasoning is because this is to prevent injuries and this and that. But there's other things that they've tried to do to prevent injuries that maybe this doesn't really have to apply much to that specifically. But this, I think I don't know. Does it really do much? I don't think so. I don't really know if this really is going to do much. It just benefits the offense more. The defense just kind of gets screwed over. that's about it. And they could say it's about injuries. They want to, this and that, but let's be real. Like, did they really do that shit? Did they really just because of the D? Nah, I don't think so, y'all. I don't think so, y'all. They're not gonna fucking finesse people like that. I don't think so. And then also they have introduced a new kickoff rule. So basically, it's gonna be the same kickoff rule that they do in the XFL, where there's a landing zone where they kick the ball. Is from the threat. It's pretty much the red zone, which is from the 20 to the end zone. If the ball catches it, if the punt returner or kickoff returner gets the ball in the landing zone, they have to wait. All the defenders, all the players on the field, they have to wait and stop until the punt returner or the kickoff returner catches the ball and moves until there's movement going around. They could start tackling, they could start moving this and that. So basically, just like in the XFL, they all freeze. The punt returner catches the ball, and then moves, and then everybody kind of moves as well. It's also kind of focus a little bit more on like collisions, because obviously when you catch the ball, you're immediately sprinting full speed straight ahead. There's multiple people coming at you. It's like you're the most important guy right now. You're the only one with the football, and the play is designed for the defenders to catch onto you. So you got to be basically just ready for it, and it should be interesting. I mean, this kickoffs happen routinely all the time, so you're gonna be seeing this move a little bit weird, because usually you kind of just see the ball kicked in the air, you see a bunch of people kind of separating around trying to make space. Now you can't have people pretty much just forcing fumbles unless unless the punt returner or the kickoff returner fumbles the ball himself, and then just creates chaos there. So that's a new kickoff rule that they've officially put in play there. So that was pretty interesting there. Let's talk about a couple random shit. Oh, fucking! Well, I guess he popped up here since he's trending here. Um, yup. So Sean Combs, or Sean John Combs, aka known as P Diddy, he got his homes, yes, his homes in L.A. and Miami raided by Homeland Security over these past couple days. Um, yeah, if you have not really caught up to date with P. Diddy, I'm not going to really talk much about it. I really don't feel comfortable, nor do I really want to give this man too much talk. I don't really want to shine much on this situation, but it's coming. At some point, this man is going to be locked up, and for good reasoning. This man has been through some shit and has done some shit. So this is a good sign. Diddy, you're done, man. You're not gonna recover from this. I know money can do so much, but I think hopefully the justice system gets it right, and we're gonna figure out where Diddy's gonna end up going, and we know exactly where we're here. What we know exactly where we want this man to go, because all these accusations, all these allegations. Now look, headlines now. Usher is now talking about what he saw. What it was he? What it says? Usher says he saw very curious things when he lived with Diddy at 13 years old. Yeah, man. Diddy has been involved in so many people's lives, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say, and some people have not said anything yet. Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking good for P Diddy. It's not looking good for P Diddy. Yeah, this man needs to go, this means they need to go to jail. That's it. That's all I gotta say. What the hell happened? In Baltimore, this was very weird. But a couple days ago, um, around 1:30 in the morning in Baltimore, there was a cargo ship that was getting that was, on its way, and it pretty much stopped and hit the Francis, what's it called? Francis Scott Key Bridge. Um as soon as it made contact with the bridge just fucking collapsed. Like, debris everywhere, cars getting into the water. Like, it was some insane shit. Like, look at this, man. This was at the moment it happened, like the fucking bridge just absolutely collapsing. Like, it looked insane, man. This is what the bridge looked like before. The structure of it looked, it looked like a decent, nice bridge there, and then it just, man, like a cargo ship just made contact with it. Apparently, like the cargo ship was like running out of like it was on like the transmission wasn't functioning, so nothing, like the engine was fucked up or something, so the cargo ship couldn't stop, you know, because I think like those ships, for them to like maneuver and stuff, it's kind of like the opposite of like I think it's like to stop one of these ships, they have to like go in reverse, and they have to like they can't just stop right where it's at. I think it has to pull back a bit, and it's a fucking cargo ship. God knows how much that shit weighs and how much material is it, and what really controls it. But but yeah, it's insane, man. I mean, people were literally on the tunnel, or on the bridge, kind of like around there, and of course, people driving on the bridge. Man, this is scary as shit, man. So I'm praying for all the victims, all the people that were missing. Hopefully, they're found soon. It's here says 2 bodies were recovered. I have not heard anything much. Um, I've only heard maybe like a couple people have passed, which sucks. I mean, obviously, and it may obviously may have been a couple of those drivers who were obviously on the bridge at the wrong time, and then eventually the cargo ship made contact with it, and they no, but like the way it completely collapsed, like very very fast. I'm not gonna show you all the video because like you can watch it there, but as soon as it makes contact here on the leg here, it basically just falls this and that, and then it just goes straight to the water. Yeah, pretty scary stuff, man. And very interesting because this doesn't really happen. Like the last time I heard something, I think like here in Miami, like a couple years back, there was like a bridge that collapsed and it killed a bunch of people. It was fucking terrible, man. I remember. I think it was by FIU, I believe. I believe it was by like FIU bridge collapse. Yeah. Oh shit. This was what, in 2018? This was in 2018. Yeah, this was, yeah, man. 6 people passed. Damn, man. Jesus. So yeah, this is, um, yeah, crushed cars. If, man, that, dude, man, that was terrible. And it was like a pedestrian bridge. It was a regular, bridge for, people to walk through, and it just completely collapsed. Yeah, that was a tragedy. That was terrible, man. But yeah, this was interesting. But definitely, we're gonna, make sure that this, we're gonna make sure that this needs to not happen much, because that's scary, man. It's just being in that situation there. Like, I can imagine being in a car, and then you see the bridge on the other side kind of collapsing. It's like you have nothing else to do. You're gonna fall straight to the water, man. That shit is scary as shit. That shit is terrifying. Um, let's talk about entertainment news. So we got Cenat. Not much going on here, but this motherfucker. All right. So recently, a couple of days ago, he had well, no, over the weekend. I think over last weekend, he had Tyla, the South African singer, pop star, R&B, Afro beat star, whatever you want to, Afro music star, whatever you want to, put the title up. She hopped on the stream with Kai, and shit, I got to see most of the stream live, and also like the rest of it on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, everybody's on Kai's ass because they was vibing, they was having a good time. They were playing Truth or Dare. because she has like a truth or dare like cards. So they were playing it in the stream. Eventually, something pops up, a dare, this and that. The dare was, I believe, for Kai to hit up one of his like girls to ask him on a date. And so he asked this one girl on a date that he basically considers he friend zoned her. And he's like, and the girl was like, fuck no, like, no, you friend zoned me literally like yesterday. You call me bro or whatever. I'm not going to go on a date with you, dude. So then he was like, well, I got no other option. And then he shoots his shot at Tyla, but he gets put down and he gets hit with but we friends though. And that hit the soul. That hit the soul and that hurt. That hurt that man's body. Every bone in his body fucking wanted to break after hearing that. Man, I saw that live and I'm like, oh man, nah. That's ugh. It sucks being like, being friends with is not the worst thing in the world, obviously, and overall, I don't think the idea of being friend zoned is a bad thing, but just hearing someone kind of reassure you and just make sure that we're in the right, like sometimes you just don't want to hear it because hearing it just puts you so, and especially for thousands of people to watch live, and then and this became bigger than it was supposed to be. This shit was on like the news. Like this was on fucking Billboard magazine. Like or Billboard headlines or whatever. Like this was on the news. Like people were covering this shit like this was like that fucking big. Like I thought it was just gonna be like a viral YouTube meme, moment, and people were gonna make their edits and this and that. But this shit was on the fucking news. I'm like, what the hell? Kai Cenat is that fucking big. Tyla is that fucking big. They're making moves like that, man. But yeah, but I do think though it was valid though. Like he didn't really. Truly believe if he would have asked her off stream, and he didn't look at her when he said that. He asked her on a date, and he was looking at the chat. He was looking at the kind of at the camera. He was looking at chat while he said it. He didn't make eye contact with her. It didn't look like he was really sincere. It just kind of looked like you're my backup, but fuck it, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Can you take on a date? And she was like, "Wait, are you serious? Are you joking? Like, wait, no, 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 no. Wait, like, we're like live. Like, are you just dead ass? You're really asking me?" And eventually she was like, "Nah, we're just, we're friends though. You don't want to make it weird or this and that." But people have been harassing this man, man. He streamed like the day after, and people were clowning this man. Oh man, Kai is just so fucking entertaining. I really do like this man's content. I don't be watching like streams and this and that. I don't catch up all his streams, but like even when he does like stream and I miss it, I follow his shit and I watch it on YouTube and like I watch clips of it and there's always something going on, man. This was entertaining though. Like besides the whole like he got friends on him this and that, which was funny, but it hurt. It hurt that man's soul. I bet it just damn shit. It hurt me a little bit. I'm like fuck. I felt bad. I'm like damn man. But I also been be like, you probably maybe would have had a better chance if you would have told her off camera. I don't know. If this shit happened like right after, maybe you were like waiting for this. I don't know. Maybe it would have been played out a lot better. Because I do think Tyla was fucking with Kai. I think they had good chemistry there on the stream. It wasn't like it was awkward or anything. Like they had a good, they looked good together, I think. But that day ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Yeah, Kai, you're unfortunately you got to take the L there. But that was something to watch and look to be entertained. That was interesting. Weird transition, but we're gonna go to something a little bit more serious and a lot more chaotic. I saw this new documentary called Quiet on Set: The Dark Side of Kids TV. It's on Max. It was like a what 4 episode. Oh shit! There's a new episode coming out in April. Oh shit! There's a new episode coming out in April. Um, yeah, obviously not yet, but there's gonna be 5 episodes. Obviously, I have the 4 we're gonna catch up to date. People have been talking about it. What's going on? what has been going on with Nickelodeons. This is specifically Nickelodeon, and kind of pinpoints at Dan Schneider, who was one of the biggest producers for Nickelodeon. He was the top dog. He was the big guy for Nickelodeon, in the 90s, in the late 90s and the early 2000s. And I mean, what, late 90s, 2000s, and 2010s even. With shows, pretty much it was until like 2018 or 2019 that Nickelodeon cut him off. So just as of literally like as of 6 years ago, he was off of Nickelodeon. So he's been there for, he was the golden boy for Nickelodeon. And man, but Dan Schneider, I don't even want to look up his name. I don't want to look at this man's face. He fucking terrifies me and just gives me the fucking creepers, gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. So we're gonna just look at this. If I go to images, I think a picture might pop up of Dan. Actually, well, yeah, okay, there we go. No, thank you. But yeah, this is just sad, man. This is just sad and just so fucked up, man, in all kinds of way, man. Like, I don't want to. What the fuck? I don't want to like spoil much of it because if you haven't seen it, go watch it. The 4 episodes because it is pretty entertaining. But man, all the sexual abuse, harassment, all the fear that the cast members and the other producers and writers and this and that felt working with Dan Schneider. And even and look, there was other workers, there was other coaches, acting coaches, other producers on other shows for Nickelodeon that ended up being like legit pedophiles and fucking sex offenders. And like, it's honestly so fucking terrifying to imagine like watching a kid's show, and you're watching the show and you're thinking like whatever the show's on TV, it's like this, it's Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon, it's it's for kids. It's supposed to be silly, it's supposed to be goofy, it's supposed to be something to engage, entertain you. It's not really supposed to educate you. It's just goofy shit going on. Be a kid, and that's that. And Dan Schneider perfectly captured building that, but also incorporating some insanely inappropriate and just really weird things in multiple shows, in Victorious and iCarly, in the Amanda. Like, there's scenes of cum shot jokes, of like feet. Oh my god, like holy shit. There's so much to talk about here. There's so much weird shit going on here. I kind of don't want to talk about all of it that I saw, but yeah, like people eating their goddamn feet on camera, making cum shot jokes, getting bending over and like showing, like, I don't know, like weird, very inappropriate, and definitely not kid friendly material. Definitely nothing that a child should be watching during that. And a bunch of actors and producers, this and that, spoke out, especially Drake Bell, since that was he was one of the early superstars of Nickelodeon. Obviously, he was on the Amanda Show, which was a huge show in the late 90s and the early 2000s. He was a part of the show, and then of course that was before he got onto Drake and Josh and was one of the leading roles on that show. Before he even got on Drake and Josh, there was a acting coach. His name was Brian Peck, and not related to Josh Peck, by the way, not related at all. Completely different person, different family and everything. But man, go watch it. Go watch it. You want to be disturbed, and you want to, like, feel so like you feel sorry, man. I feel so sorry about all these fucking people who've went through that, man. And the scary thing is that like there was no control over Dan, he called all the shots. He hit all the home runs. Like you couldn't tell him nothing. You couldn't tell him while working on an episode and you think since he made a dirty joke there, you really and you call it off and you're thinking to yourself, Dan, or not to yourself, but you maybe if you speak up on this man, if you criticize this man, if you give this man some type of a formulated criticism, anything, who knows? He would just torment you. He would just fire you. He would just make you fear him more. Like it was insane. It was insane. A lot of weird shit was going on. Very uncomfortable shit. I definitely recommend you guys to watch it though. It is very interesting, but man, it also will definitely ruin your childhood if you were me growing up watching a lot of these shows on Nickelodeon. I don't love that shit. But what Camila Cabello does love is this new song called "I Love It" with Playboy Carti. Yes, you heard that right. Camila Cabello dropped the song yesterday, featuring Playboy Carti as a new single that could be leading into a new album coming soon. Also dropped the music video for it. Yeah, this is not it. I'm not crazy on the song. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. This ain't my vibe. This ain't my vibe. This music, I'm not crazy on. This song specifically, just not my cup of tea. I don't know what the beat is cool. The fast paced tempo. Her verses are just kind of like they're just cool. The hook is not great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like repetitive. There's nothing wrong with repetitive hooks, but if it's just very lazy and you can easily just add a little bit of a flow to it, like I don't know, what did she really think? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't. She thought she was gonna eat with that fucking hook. I'm sorry. You could have said it better. You could have added something to it. Just the hook itself is not great. Cardi doesn't really do much on the song either. It's like he didn't carry the song. He didn't really ruin the song either. I don't think he ruined the song. I didn't think Camila was doing her part, and then Cardi just kind of fumbles at the end. I just think this just didn't work. This was just a weird combination. Just a weird combination. I don't know, and I don't think Cardi and Camila. I think they could if they really like. I don't know, focused. I don't think it's impossible, or I don't think it's hard to imagine like two artists like these to work together. Obviously, very different fields, different music that they make. It's like the fuck. Just that this woman just made a whole Spanish record, pretty much, and now, she just working with fucking Playboy Cardi. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's very crossed. We're crossing boundaries here. You know what I mean? But this just wasn't a good execution. I just didn't think it wasn't that good. I wasn't that good. The Gucci Mane ad libs, the burr were a very random touch to the song, but honestly, I kind of fuck with it. Cardi, I didn't even understand what the fuck he was saying on this song. I didn't even understand what Cardi was saying, and I'm not like one of those people who like, oh, play where Cardi mumbles. I don't know. You can't hear Cardi. Cardi mumbles. He has a cock in his mouth. You can barely hear him. No, like I could understand what Cardi's saying most of the time, but what the fuck was he saying on this shit? I don't know. I had to go on Genius. Like I don't know what the hell he was talking about on this shit. But anyways, oh fuck. Yeah, one of the worst songs of the year. I'm not gonna lie, and I'll give it another chance. But who am I kidding? I'm not gonna do that. Beyonce is dropping tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Beyonce is dropping tonight. Act 2, Cowboy Carter, her country album is dropping tonight. And apparently we got Post Malone, we got Miley Cyrus, Dolly Parton as features for the album. Oh shit. And we're gonna be getting a bunch of covers. Wow. On this album. But the track list is this fucking long. Yep, you see this right here? We have 27 tracks. 27 tracks. What the fuck is this? Let me put this on my notes because I forgot to put this on my notes. Um, 27 songs, Beyonce. 27 songs is a lot. I mean, wow. It's gonna cost me a little bit, man. I'm kind of excited for it, but like 27 songs is a listen of an album. So apparently it's gonna be 79 minutes long. So it's gonna be an hour and what, 19 minutes? It's a pretty long album. Pretty fucking long album. Yeah. I mean, look, it should be good. I fucked with Renaissance. I really did like Renaissance. A lot of people didn't fuck with it, but I kind of messed with it. This is country, so like I don't know, man. This is the thing. I'm not crazy on country. I'm not, and so. But I feel like Beyonce has a good chance of making this a little bit more interesting. I don't know. It's not. What was the promotion? What was one of the billboards that said something like, "This ain't a country album. This is a Beyonce album." It's like she could really redefine the genre with this shit. And who knows? I mean, Texas Hold'em, which was one of the singles, that was big. That went number one. And it's all over TikTok as well. It's done numbers. 16 Carriages also was a good one too. So I got 25 new songs to fucking enjoy. It should be interesting, but a lot. 27 songs is absurd. And apparently she started working on this before like Renaissance. So like around 2019, 2020 she started working on this album. So yeah, she's kind of held this for a couple of years now. But look, it's Beyonce. You're going to tap in, right? Even if it's fucking country, Beyonce's one of those artists that will captivate you. I don't fucking listen to country, and Beyonce's doing it. I'm fucking, why not? And I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan, but I'm still gonna tap in. I like music. Why would I? And respect to Beyonce. She has quality albums, and I really do fuck with. And she has bangers. You know, I'm just not her biggest fan. This album, I don't know. I'm kind of on the mix of it. 27 songs to me is just insane. I don't know. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a journey, and it's dropping tonight. Do I even want to listen to this shit as soon as it drops, or do I wait till? I mean, fuck it. I'll have the whole day to listen to it tomorrow. Most likely, I'm not doing shit tomorrow. Fuck it. Why not? But yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Let's talk about Tyla. Since we were already talking about Tyla already earlier, let's talk about Tyla's debut album. Um, with Tyla, with Tyla, obviously. So Tyla dropped her debut album named after self-titled album. 38 minutes long. It's a pretty short and easy breezy album. 14 tracks. And this is a pretty good album. Pretty good album. Not gonna lie to y'all guys. So we already heard Water. Obviously, this was a huge song that went big, and of course the remix as well with Travis Scott also did numbers as well. Another single she dropped was Truth or Dare. Really love that song as well. And then on the EP she added Butterflies, On and On as well, and those were really good songs as well. I fucked with those. But the newer songs that came out, Safer, the intro, really good. I really did like Safer. I think it's one of my favorites on the album. I take top three. Number one with Thames, very slept on song. Definitely one of the better ones as well. I think Breathe Me was solid as well. Jump with Gunna is catchy. I like the vibe of it. Art, this is I think the last single, like the latest single of the album, pretty good as well. Priorities to Last were pretty good, solid songs too. On My Body with Becky G, it was pretty random. Becky G, with Tyla, but it worked. Um, this is a pretty smooth album. I really fucked with this. Obviously, this is kind of led a lot on to the like the production. A lot of the production is very similar because it's that piano, right? It's like a dance and it's like a genre, I believe. So like it's like pop R&B that embraces piano, which is a little bit of Afro. So it's like it's a nice vibe. Like we get Water, which is R&B, but Afro a little bit in the remix as well. All My Body is poppy as well. Jump is, kind of poppy as well with a little bit of this and that. Um, yeah, like this is a good combination of Afro, of R&B, of I'm a Piano, of pop. It's a good combination. She has a great voice. She is gorgeous. She, I think, is going to be a huge, huge superstar. Um, and I think it's gonna definitely be one of the bigger albums of the year for a new for an upcoming artist. For a new artist, as in Tyla, who obviously blew up last year with Water, as her big breakout single. Um, and the tour, unfortunately, she had to cancel the tour because she had an injury. She suffered an injury. I'm not exactly what was the injury. I don't really remember what it was exactly with the injury, but hopefully she's getting better. She's feeling better there. She's recovering from that injury. And she will be back on tour at some point, or she will go on tour at some point. And give it time to breathe, now they're giving this album this time it needs, and maybe she'll kind of push it a little bit more. Now, I think it's still fair enough she can go on tour with just this one album. I mean, this is her only record, her only big record. So, as of now, so of course it's not much to say here, but yeah, this was kind of interesting there. This was interesting. I fucked with this album. Definitely gonna be listening to it a bit. Gonna definitely be interesting listen. Let me see, making sure here. Vultures 1. I should have covered this album a while ago because this album came out literally 2 months ago. But here I am, and I'm going to cover it now. Vultures 1 by Kanye West was a decent album at best. Let me go to the track list. All right. So, Vultures 1. My anticipation for the album wasn't really there all that much. I haven't really been starving for that much Kanye these past year and a half since he's made some very wild remarks. And for me, it's just been very weird for me to kind of get back into like listening to the new Kanye and listening to all these snippets and this and that, and we whatever we actually finally got the album, and we got it here. Let's go track by track. Track number 1, Stars, was the introduction, solid. Keys to My Life was solid. Paid, groovy. I fuck with it. It's not bad. Talking with Northwest kind of really doesn't say much on the song. Northwest with her catchy hook, and the talking, the James Blake, interpolation does carry most of the song here. Back to Me with Freddie Gibbs. I am not crazy on this song. I think Freddie Gibbs' verse was good. Ye was all over the place on the song, and the beautiful titties, fall off the sky, like I'm not crazy on that. Hurrah, 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 hurrah. I'm not playing that song. And you got fucking Mike Tyson at the end of the song too. Do It with YG and Nipsey Hussle. This one was solid. It's like a party banger. Paperwork with Quavo. Burn. This one was good. I'm gonna need more of this, Kanye. Ty Dolla Sign. I'm gonna need more of this. This was nice. But guess what? Of course, this fucking song is 1 minute and 51 seconds. Every other fucking song is fucking longer. Every song is longer. The best song on the album easily is the shortest song on the fucking record. So it's like a teaser. Slapping the dick. Slapping the balls. We don't even get a full 2-minute song. This was the best shit we got on the whole album. And it clears. Fuck some. Banger. With Playboy Carti and Travis. Not bad. I fuck with it. Vultures. One of the worst songs last year. Next. Carnival. This went number 1. This is a stadium anthem. Oh my god, this is amazing. It's so good. She on the road. She run it big like Carnival. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about this damn song. I don't care. I don't care. Move on. Damn it. Beg forgiveness. Beg forgiveness. This one's okay. Good Don't Die was solid. Problematic was okay. King, okay. How many songs did I say were good? Paid was, groovy, nice. Do It was a banger. Paperwork was solid. Burn, okay, amazing. Fuck Some, cool banger. 4 songs out of 16, mid. Kanye doesn't do. Kanye was the worst part on this album. And it sucks to say that Kanye West was the worst part of a Kanye West album. That doesn't fucking sound right to me. How does Kanye West become the worst part of the album? And you're like, well, it's his album. How could it be somebody else's fault? Who fucking knows? But why is it? Especially this is a collab album with Ty fucking Dolla $ign. And this motherfucker carried the whole record. I'm sorry. Ty Dolla $ign did his thing. I think Ty Dolla $ign did good with the hooks, did good with the verses on every song. I did not have a problem with Ty Dolla $ign on this album at all. But here we go with fucking Kanye going on crazy rants and talking shit and like it's all over the place. Lyrically, Kanye's not where his pen game has declined. The production's still there. The production's good, man. I don't think the production's amazing. This ain't Graduation. This ain't Dark Fantasy. This ain't Yeezus. This ain't fucking College Dropout type of production. But it's good. It's good production. Every song here, I would say, is good production. Maybe the hood rat, because the sample is just annoying as fuck. I think every other, like, the production here is good. It's good. Not amazing. Not, oh my god, but it's good. It's good because Kanye's still that motherfucker when he comes to making production and still doing his thing. He's gonna do his thing. Like I don't give me Kanye as a producer any day of the week than a rapper, and I love him as a rapper. And that's the worst part about it. His rapping just doesn't do much for me on this album. It just doesn't give me anything. What is memorable on this record give me something that will stand the test of time that Kanye said on this record? Could you really give me something like that would really like something? It doesn't have to be the best line. It just has to be something like iconic, something quick, something like that's a Kanye bar. Like as soon as you hear it, like nothing. Beautiful bitch, big booty bitches don't fall off the sky. Like that's really what we're thinking immediately. Like no, man. And all of that just because it is what it is. It's just not a great album. It's not great. Out of 10, I didn't rate the Tyla album. Out of 10, I'll give it like an 8. This record, this is like a fucking 5. This is literally mid. Like this is not a good record to me at all. This is mediocre. This is honestly maybe Kanye's worst or tied with Jesus is King as his worst. Honestly, I enjoy Jesus is King a little bit more than this. Like songs like Follow God, shit on everything else. Maybe not Burn. But bro, it's good. It's so good. Like for the most part, like Jesus King is good. It's not his best album. I'm saying it's one of his worst. Then we got this shit. It's not great. It's not great. This is Kanye West here. My standards are obviously fucking through the roof because Kanye has given us through the roof, music with lyrics, with like we have been so spoiled with Kanye's discography. So when we get albums like this, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what am I doing? What is this, dude? It is what it is, man. I mean, look, I'm still going to thank Kanye because he still made Graduation. So, look, I'm still a fan, Kanye. Nothing, no disrespect at all. It's just my opinion, and me personally, it's just this is not hitting. But this is just not a record I just want to go back to that much. Hence why I'm reviewing the album almost 2 months later, literally after just going and listening to the album 3 times. I've only heard the record 3 full times. I heard it as soon as it came out, and then I didn't hear it for until like a month later because I just didn't want to bother even to try. It's like I've distanced myself, and you know what, I'll go back to this album maybe, try to catch up on every other album that I want to react to, this and that, or catch up to for the year. I've been enjoying a lot of those records more than this. This is easily going to be one of the most disappointing records of the year, easily. This fucking Kanye West, he disappointed me. You know what I mean? Like this is not a good album in my opinion. And we're not done because we're gonna get Vultures 2 apparently next month in April. Only hope this is better. Only hope this is better. Apparently this is gonna drop in not in April. I think it's gonna drop May 3rd. The same day as Dua Lipa? Oh god. No. Drop another day. Don't drop the same fucking day as Dua Lipa. Don't fucking do that. But yeah, Vultures 1, not great. Not great. Let's do Guts. Spilled. What the fuck is wrong with me? Olivia Rodrigo has officially dropped the Deluxe album for Guts. Let's fucking go. Let's go, girl. You did it. You dropped Deluxe for Guts Spilled. So the track list, obviously, from 1 through 12 we already got, of course. Great album. Fucking, shit. We finally got track number 13, which was Obsessed, which was the lead single for the Deluxe album. Oh, I cannot tell you how obsessed I am with this fucking song. This song is amazing. The Girl I've Always Been is a decent song. I think this is probably the worst record on the album, in my opinion. No shade. Scared of My Guitar, great song. Stranger was pretty good. And then So American needs to have a music video. And at this point, Olivia, just make a fucking rock album. You do not mess with these rock ballads. You just don't. All American Bitch, Bad Idea, right? Ballad of a Homeschool Girl, Get Him Back, Obsessed, So American, Good For You, Brutal. What the fuck? You already made it. What? This girl does not miss. Oh my god, I went from fucking hating on Kanye to dick riding Olivia Rodrigo. Where is the universe going right now? I'm literally dick riding her right now. But basically, she just don't fucking miss, man. This fucking 21-year-old fucking woman, she's fucking good. I'm sorry. This fucking woman, man. Generational talent. Guts is still heavy on my rotation. Heavy. And especially with now the Deluxe out. Come on, man. This is great. This is great. I fucking love this woman, man. This fucking girl is the shit. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't trust you if you don't like Olivia Rodrigo. We don't trust you if you don't like Olivia Rodrigo. But guess who else don't trust anybody that don't fuck with Olivia Rodrigo? We got Travis Scott. Future. We got Young Metro. Let's talk about this record. Let's talk about this fucking album, guys. We don't trust you. Metro Boomin, Future. It's here. It's here. Motherfucker, it is here. This is the first album. This is their collab album of 2024. The first one of 2. Hour-long track list, almost an hour long, 59 minutes to be exact. 17 tracks. Oh my god. This right here. I'm gonna just talk about it. Let's go from track number 1 to track number 17. We Don't Trust You. Great introduction, like the cinematic production behind it. Hey, ran all over you. Hey, ran all over you. It's good. It's good. It's a good insult, We don't trust you. Nice. Then we enter to Young Metro with The Weeknd. Great. Great. Great fucking production behind it. The Weeknd's vocals in the background, the Mike Dean synths, and then Future just battling through it. It's amazing. Need it. Amazing song. Track number 3, Ice Attack. There's a beat switch. I fuck with it. There's a Southside beat in it as well with Metro. Nice. I fuck with it. It's nice. It gives me something nice. It's nice. Metro Boomin. Type 4. What the fuck? Type. Get it together. Jesus. Track number 4. Type Shit with Travis and Carti. Banger. Now, at first, I wasn't crazy on the bells on the beat or anything. Like, I wasn't crazy on, like, it sounded like a Christmas beat or whatever. The beat kind of, like, stops in the middle of the song because Travis does, like, his vocals and does a little bit of his verse, and then it goes to Carti. The beat comes in, and he fucking goes crazy. I fuck with the song, Type Shit. It's a banger. Definitely not a skip here. Track number 5, Claustrophobic, was good. This one's gonna be one of the most underrated songs on the album. Love the dark menacing production on it. Track number 6, Like That, featuring Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, ladies and gentlemen, is on a Future and Metro album in 2024. This man has come out of his fucking cocoon. He came out of his fucking tunnel. He came out of his fucking cave to do this fucking verse and diss Drake and just fucking bop, 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 bop. Oh my goodness. Everybody is talking about Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to talk too much on it. Me personally, I just think it's a very straightforward opinion. Like, Kendrick, keep doing your thing. I want more music. I want, this competitive nature between, him, J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake. I'll get back to it in a second. Let me talk about the album, and then I'll get back to it. For like a couple minutes, I'll talk about it. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm not going to talk about it for fucking 50 minutes. Like, it's too much. But it's a banger. And the beat, oh my God. Generational beat right there. The sample, everlasting bass. It's like an old 80s rap song. Fire. Slimed in with Young Thug. We didn't get an actual Young Thug verse, but this was a good song. I love the flow he comes in. The beat's hard as fuck. The bass, it just oh my God. Magic Don Juan, Princess Diana is also banging with a beat switch. That one's nice. We finally got Cinderella with Travis Scott. That was great production. Oh man, nice. Running out of time. Zato in production on that shit too. Man, it was good. Baby, we just running out of time. It just sounded great. Yeah, I'm fried. Yeah, I'm fried. She a vibe. I was not crazy on this song at first, but it's grown on me. I fuck with this one. Ain't no love, ain't no love, ain't no love with you. This one is also pretty good too. Everyday Hustle with Rick Ross. This one does something to you. Rick Ross on a soul sample from Metro Boomin. Future rapping on a soul sample. This is what I needed. This is what I needed. This was great. GTA was also pretty good. Seen It All was okay. What the Fuck You Mean is a banger as well. Where My Twin At? Cute little song, but I don't really think it was necessary on the album. But overall, my overall opinion on this album, this is generational. This is fucking generational. I was so excited listening to this album. The anticipation was there. I was when I first saw the announcement. I was at work. I was about to leave work like in about like an hour or two or whatever, and I saw Metro posted that snippet, dropping that he's gonna drop 2 albums. One's coming in a couple weeks, and he drops this first album, and then now I have to build anticipation again because he's dropping again next month. Like, this is amazing, man. This is amazing. This is fucking part 1. This is part 1. We're getting another Future Metro album next fucking month, and I cannot believe it. A part of me is like a little nervous because like we already got really good tracks here how many more are we gonna get on the next album? You know, this is amazing. This is a great listen. I think this might be best album of the year. Okay, this is gonna be best rap album of the year in my opinion. Best rap album. Best rap album. Just best rap album. I've heard the album 4 times already. 4 times. So we're doing a lot here. We're doing a lot here for this album. This is nice. This is a fucking album. Like I've been listening to it every day. Like I think I only missed one day not hearing it. Whatever. Like I've really been listening to this album a lot, man. I've been enjoying the fuck out of it. My favorites would be definitely like that. I love Everyday Hustle. Love that one's one of my favorite ones. Claustrophobic is pretty underrated. That one reminds me of Trapped in the Sun a little bit. The production and like the flows as well. Young Metro, my goodness, was great. Slimed In. Oh fuck, man. This album is great. Out of 10, I'll give it like a fucking I'll give it like a straight up 9. Like a low 9, like a 9.1 or 9.0 or whatever, but this is a fucking album, man. This is what I needed, man. They just don't fucking miss. The skips, if I had to say the skips, like really would be Where My Twin At, that one I don't think was necessary, to be honest with you. And then Seen It All was not the best or my favorite per se, but it's okay. And then at first I wasn't crazy on Fried, She a Vibe. But it's grown on me. I'm not really crazy on the song, but that one's not that bad. I'll take it for it. I'll take it with a grain of salt. But every other song, man, just hits. Cinderella. Of course, I got a Cinderella's in my top 5 here. Has to be. Man, this was a great listen. I'm so fucking excited. We actually got this album. There's a couple other albums I still want to do album reviews, but I want to give it a couple more listens. So I'll do that for the next episode that I do. So that's it for all the reviews for the album reviews for today's episode. How long have I been recording? An hour and 6 minutes. Okay, we got to talk about basketball now. We got to talk about basketball. Oh fuck, we got to do season predictions for baseball. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's go to ESPN. Oh wait, I'm already on ESPN here. Okay, ESPN. Women's. We'll do the women's first, and then we'll do men. Ladies first. Okay. The bracket. Let me just look at the fucking bracket. I'm not gonna look at the. I'm gonna look at the thing. Okay, so this is the official bracket. This is not like my bracket that I did or whatever. So, first round, second round recap, and then we're gonna make predictions for the Sweet 16 for the men's and for the women's. So we're gonna do the second chance bracket after I kind of go over all the games here, very briefly, because a lot of these are blowouts. So nothing much to talk about here. Like this, South Carolina domination. North Carolina takes a W. Oklahoma gets a dub. Indiana, Nebraska, Oregon State, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, they all move on here. Iowa beats Holy Cross. West Virginia gets it done. Colorado, Kansas State. MTSU was the only upset in the bracket in the first round, I believe, here, but they upset Louisville, beat them by 2 points. Rice loses to LSU. No surprise there. Creighton gets the job done. UCLA. Texas, Alabama, Utah, Gonzaga, Tennessee, NC State, Iowa State, Stanford. They all get the wins there. USC, Kansas, Baylor, Virginia Tech, Syracuse, UConn, Duke, Iowa. Literally all the higher seeds in the first round except for MTSU versus Louisville won. Like literally all the higher seeds won. So it's not like there was literally one fucking upset in the first round in the women's bracket at least. It's insane. One upset. And then in the second round, again, we got North Carolina, South Carolina. South Carolina dominated. Indiana dominated here for the most part, but then they won close enough. Indiana, Oregon State won. Notre Dame won here. Iowa, it was a close game to the end. West Virginia, but they got the job done. So down in the Sweet 16, Colorado against Kansas State, they won that one. LSU destroys Middle Tennessee. Then UCLA wins a close one against Creighton. Texas, Alabama gets that one done. Texas wins. Gonzaga wins. NC State gets that one. Stanford wins. UConn gets the W against Syracuse, and Duke gets the job done against Ohio State. Ohio State gets upset by Duke right there. And then Baylor wins. Virginia Tech upset, not really, not much of an upset there. And then USC defeats Kansas in the Sweet 16. Now, we are now in the Sweet 16, so I got to make my bracket, my second chance bracket. So let's do it. Let's fucking do it. All right, so now in the first regional, we got South Carolina and Indiana. So that was that. South Carolina and Indiana, I gotta pick fucking South Carolina. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. South Carolina, I have them all the way to the national championship, so no surprise there. Oregon State, Notre Dame. I gotta pick Notre Dame here. That's a pretty good squad. Iowa, Colorado. I'm picking Caitlin Clark. I'm picking Iowa. They're my national champions, in my opinion, so I gotta pick them. LSU and UCLA. Got to pick LSU. I think LSU will make it a little bit further. But maybe that will be the last win, most likely. Regional 3. Let's do Regional 3. UConn, Duke. Picking UConn. Paige Beckers is an absolute dog. USC USC Baylor. Got to pick USC. Juju Watkins, also a fucking dog, and she's a freshman. Texas and Gonzaga. Got to go with Texas here. I know I'm picking all the higher seeds. I don't give a damn, guys. I just think who's better, whatever. NC State, Stanford, Cameron Brick will brick on these motherfuckers. Stanford will take it to the Elite Eight. Here we are in the Elite Eight. South Carolina, Notre Dame. Give me the Carolina of the South. Iowa, LSU. Rematch of the championship last year. This time Iowa is taking the job done, getting the W. Texas and Stanford. Give me Stanford. Cameron Brick. Breaking on these hoes. USC, UConn. This is going to be a battle. Ooh, I want to see this game happen. I think UConn's going to win it. I love Juju. She's been balling out, but Paige, man. Juju, you got many years. You're a freshman. You made it to the Elite Eight your freshman year. That's impressive enough. But I think Final Four, and you got to go up against you. First, you got to be Baylor and UConn just to get to the Final Four. It's gonna be tough. So we'll see. But anyways, Final Four: Stanford, South Carolina. Will Cameron break more on these hoes? I don't think so in this one. South Carolina will take the W here. Iowa, UConn. This is gonna be a battle too. Oh my god, this is gonna be a fucking game. If it actually goes through, Iowa. I gotta pick Iowa, and then national champions. I'm gonna have to pick Iowa. Because my bracket is still my Final Four teams are still there. It was definitely South Carolina, Stanford, Iowa. Was it USC? I think it was USC, or maybe it was UConn in the Final Four. It was one of those that I had in the Final Four as well. How many points will be scored? I don't know, like 105, the 8. I don't know. No. What the fuck? That's very low. 124. I don't know. Yeah. Give me Iowa. So that's my second chance bracket, motherfuckers. For that, now let's do the men's bracket here. Let's do the second chance bracket for the men's. So this is my main bracket here where I picked Houston. This is my first bracket. I have an 82%. Bro, I literally have the same as my second bracket here. These two brackets were just like the lower seed, higher seed games that I was just doing. Fucking 5%, 4.6. I mean, I didn't take it too seriously there. So yeah. Let me just take a kind of look at the bracket here. Which ones I got wrong? How many I got wrong in the first two rounds? So first round 1 and round 2. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, I got 15, but pretty much like it was mostly like 11 or 12 just because I had Stanford going into the Final Four. But they fucking let me down. They lost to Kansas at the end. So, god damn it. Anyways, we're going to look at the second chance bracket after we recap all the games here in round one very quickly. Again, very, very fucking quickly. UConn domination. Northwestern got a big win there. San Diego State got a big win. UAB. Yale upset Auburn. That was a pretty tough one. Duke they upset BYU. Got the big dub there. Illinois defeat Morehead State. Didn't get Morehead after. Drake got the L right there to Washington State. Iowa State defeats South Dakota State. Then we got Houston defeating Longwood by 40, complete domination. James Madison got the upset over Wisconsin. Texas A&M gets the win over Nebraska. Duke comes out guns blazing against Vermont. NC State gets the win against Texas Tech. Oakland, they beat Kentucky. That was the fucking game that ruined my perfect bracket. And I think a lot of people's brackets were also completely busted after almost nobody picking Oakland to beat Kentucky. But that guy, what's the guy, the shooter? Fuck, I forgot his name. From Oakland, damn it, I forgot the dude's name, but whatever the dude's name, I'm gonna look it up. Jack Golke. This motherfucker shot 10 threes. Mad's a shooter. He got the shooter, he got the snipe. You know, he was balling out. He was motherfucking balling out. But anyways, that was nice. Then we got Florida, Colorado. Wait, what am I fucking analyzing? What the fuck? Colorado beat Florida. What the fuck else happened? Okay. Marquette, West Kentucky. I zoned out for a second. My bad. And then, yes, this and that. Okay. South Carolina, domination. Michigan State, domination. Grand Canyon, fuck you, St. Mary's. Fuck you. Alabama beats Charleston. Damn it, Charleston. You didn't get the damn upset. Clemson defeats New Mexico. No surprise there. Baylor defeats Colgate. No surprise there. Dayton came back. They almost fucked up my bracket because Nevada blew like a 12, 14-point lead or something. They blew a big lead. And Dayton came back storming and won the game. So that was big on Dayton. So thank you. Arizona annihilates Long Beach State. Then we got Purdue getting the big win over Gambling State, whatever. TCU loses to Utah State. Damn it. Gonzaga beats McNeese. No surprise there. I thought Stanford wasn't going to do anything, and they didn't fucking do anything. Amber didn't do shit. Oregon got the big win against South Carolina. Then Creighton over Akron. Texas over Colorado State. Tennessee over St. Peter's. And then in the second round, North Carolina got the job done against Michigan State, Alabama. So North Carolina, Alabama. And then Purdue beats Utah State. Gonzaga beats Kansas. Domination. So we got Purdue, Gonzaga there. Then we got Clemson defeating Baylor. And then Arizona defeating Dayton. We got Clemson, Arizona here. Oregon losing to Creighton. That was a big game. And that went to double overtime, I believe. And then goes to the Sweet 16. Tennessee defeats Texas 62-58, and then we go there to the Sweet 16 here. And then UConn defeats Northwestern, domination. San Diego State defeats Yale, domination. Houston, this game was close, man. Houston had control of this game for the most part, and then they let Texas A&M come back into the game. And they let them get a game tying shot to force overtime, and then eventually Houston got the job done in overtime. But Jesus Christ, man, you fucking scared everybody. Damn, man. But everybody, they whatever. And then Duke annihilated James Madison there. NC State, they took down the Cinderella story of the first round, defeating Kentucky with beating NC State there. I'm really liking NC State's chances right now at making it to the Elite Eight. I'm not going to lie. Spoiler alert. And then Marquette defeating Colorado. And then, so, of course, UConn, San Diego State, Illinois, Iowa State, Marquette, and NC State, Houston, and Duke. That's Sweet 16. So now let me do it. The second chance bracket. Let me fucking do it now. This is the one my brother did. My bad. Not mine. But yeah, my brother has Duke winning it all. That's, Anyways, UConn, San Diego State. This is the rematch of last year's national championship. And UConn, once again, is going to fucking beat them. I'm sorry. UConn is ungodly fucking unstoppable. I don't know. They're just fucking unstoppable. Who the fuck is going to stop this team? I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me who's going to stop them. Illinois, Iowa State. Give me Iowa State. Fuck it. Then we got Houston versus Duke. I really think this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good game to watch tomorrow, right? This is tomorrow, yeah. This is one of the last. This is one of the last games to wrap up the Sweet 16. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Houston. I mean, I have them winning it all, so I gotta stick with them for sure. NC State, Marquette, upset alert. NC State, they went from fucking being pretty much the lowest seeded team in the ACC, or one of the lowest seeded, one of the lower seeded ones. Obviously, U Miami was the lowest, worst seed in the AC. Whatever, fuck them. NC State came out of nowhere and they won the ACC. Their conference tournament, and then they're in the fucking Sweet 16, and I have them going to the Elite Eight, going up against Houston. So fuck it, let's see if they can make it happen. Marquette's a good defensive team, so it's going to be tough to stop them there, though. And then we got North Carolina versus Alabama. I gotta go with North Carolina right now. They're looking really good right now. Alabama, they shoot the three very well though, so I don't know if that's gonna really impact all of the game, but we'll see. And this is the first game that's gonna start off today. We got Clemson, Arizona. I'm still with Zona Ona, Caleb Love, Caleb Williams. No, I'm kidding, not Caleb Williams. Wrong sport. This dude's a baller. So let's go with Arizona. See what Clemson can do. Purdue, Gonzaga. I am really feeling Gonzaga here, but I don't know. I'm really tempted to pick Gonzaga. I am not gonna lie. I don't know if Purdue's gonna fuck it, make it. You know what? Purdue, you had a nice story, but I think it's just gonna end a little too early. Give me the Zaga boys. And I honestly would have thought I would have picked Purdue at first, but I think I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. Who gives a fuck? Creighton, Tennessee. Give me Creighton. Give me Creighton. I don't know. I like that matchup. I like that matchup. All right, then we got UConn and Iowa State. Give me UConn, man. If UConn is at the very least not in the Final Four, what an absolute fucking disappointment. Like, if they're not in the Final Four at least, it's like, what the fuck? There's no way. Houston, I gotta pick Houston over NC State. I like NC State's story, but the Wolf Pack is gonna get fucked by the Cougars. Jesus Christ, my bad. Too much, my bad. We got the Houston. We got North Carolina going up against Arizona. So we got the Wildcats versus the Tar Heels. This one's gonna be nice. This was gonna be nice. Oh, this is Caleb Love. He used to play for North Carolina, like literally last season. This should be interesting, like a revenge game for Caleb Love. Carolina or Arizona? Who do I pick in this one? Do I pick Carolina? I'm gonna pick Arizona. Fuck it. I don't know. I'm gonna pick Arizona or North Carolina. I'm gonna pick Arizona. I don't know. Fuck it. Upset alert. And then Gonzaga, Creighton. Call me crazy, but I really did like. I don't know. There's a thing with Creighton. I don't know. I like the logo. I like the Blue Jay. I like Blue Jays. They're like one of my favorite birds. Whatever. Creighton, make it to the Final Four, please. Don't disappoint me. UConn, Arizona. It's all love with the Caleb, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to beat UConn. I just don't know if it's going to be UConn. I really hope UConn doesn't win it this year. Like I want Houston to really win it. Spoiler alert. Houston, Creighton. Give me Houston. I would like to see Creighton make a matchup there. If they make it to the Final Four, it's kind of crazy because they're the Big East Conference. Two Big East teams in the Final Four. So we got two Big East, one in the Big 12, and then one in the Pac 12. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Houston, UConn. Gotta go with Houston. Houston, you fucking scared me in that last game against Texas A&M. Y'all are playing against Duke in the Sweet 16 tomorrow night. Y'all better not fucking disappoint me. I'm still picking y'all. I'm still rooting y'all to win it all. How many points? I don't know. 134. I don't know. Just save that shit. I think I feel good. I think we're good with that. All right. So we're gonna stop. I think that is it for today's episode. So I know it's opening day today, and I have to make my MLB season predictions. But you know what? That's fine. I can do it next week. Shit, a whole week can go by. Nothing will change in a week. Fucking the Marlins win 7 games. The Dodgers are 0-7. It's not like I'm gonna pick the fucking Marlins to win the World Series after 1 week. So it's okay if I have to do it next week and delay it a little bit. It's fine. It's opening day. Opening week. Whoever wins tomorrow is not gonna fucking tell me, oh, they're gonna win the World Series or this and that. So I'm gonna really take my time with my predictions. So I'll do that for the next episode. I promise you guys, because I've already recorded for an hour 25. So adding MLB season predictions, that's gonna add like fucking 7 hours in the mix. So that is that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in a bit. Take care and peace out, my friends.